I haven't worked in the CRO industry for several years. I've been involved in a lot of smaller startup companies lately, and a lot of those companies do small trials, single site maybe, and a lot of that, getting back to Melissa's comment earlier, there are different reasons for selecting sites. They might be previously high-performing sites, which can bring in its own problems. There may be large competition for trials then, and sometimes the smaller companies can get overlooked. I have a small startup company myself, so a lot of my comments will be personal experience. We've selected a couple of sites based on special procedures they have. For example, we wanted to deliver a drug colonically, so we went to a GI clinic, but it was a diabetes trial. So some of the, getting back to the technology part of it, this site, was not very accustomed to using the latest electronic technology. So we had to adapt to use them. We trained them to do maybe fax in their reports.
So let me ask you this: did they know that they weren't adept at technology, or did they think that they were?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have they didn't have IRT and EDP as we know it for large trials for CROs. So, but luckily the trial was small enough, and we had a pretty experienced clinical development person. We were able to train them up and make do. But as far as the recruitment side of it goes, it was a 10-patient, two-way crossover trial. So we basically, and it was down in eastern North Carolina. And again, the patient database, again, dictates a lot of how you recruit. I mentioned this on one of our earlier calls. We were recruiting patients in type 2 diabetes, and obviously slightly different demographic to a lot of patients. They were in eastern North Carolina, they were older, bit lower socio-economic status.